Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the OneTalk podcast. Here with your host, Ryan McCarthy. And today we are joined by Elijah Films. Elijah is a film director. And within today's episode, we touch on Elijah's story and his purpose behind the work that he does and how he's becoming the #1 film director in Australia. This young fellow is only 18 years old, and the things he is doing is remarkable. So inspirational to hear his story, inspirational to hear his hustle and why he keeps showing up and what he keeps doing and how he's able to network. And there's just so many different things you'll take away from today's episode. And I'm really keen for everyone to dive in. In other news, if you could please leave this podcast a rating, it means so much in terms of helping this podcast grow and reaching a larger audience. If you could also share the podcast around with a friend, family member, or even on your stories or Facebook, that means a lot as well. But without further ado, let's welcome Elijah Films.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. The marathon continue. Lay that victory lap tonight, though. Victory lap tonight.
Welcome to the OneTalk podcast with Ryan McCarthy.
The marathon continues. That's what you would say.
Welcome, Elijah. How are you, brother?
Nice to meet you, bro.
Good to meet you too, brother.
Yeah, sick, bro.
Yeah, it's good to have you on. I've been a fan of your work. I've seen you linking up with some of the boys I grew up with Robert or Isaiah Biggs, as other people may know him by, and also Bill Cadu. And ever since I saw you collaborating with those guys, I started to do like a deep dive on your work. I was like, fuck, this guy's fucking unreal.
Appreciate that a lot, bro.
Yeah.
That means a lot, man.
Because like the work, especially your age as well, like 18 years old, getting after it. But the reason why I was shocked about your age and where you are in terms of like progress with your work, it seems like you're someone who's had a lot more experience than an 18-year-old usually would when they are pursuing the dream or pursuing the passion. And it makes me really curious on like, where did this all first begin for you? And like, why did it begin? Like, I know we're talking about it a bit off camera, but I'd like to get into a bit more detail. Like the first time you picked up a camera, like why did you even pick up a camera in the first place? Then after that, I just want to know about like, when did you know it was your passion or it was your purpose or it was a mission that you wanted to pursue?
Okay, so I first picked up a camera probably like, when I was 3, bro.
That's
shooting music videos because
what type of camera was it?
Bro, it was one of those like camcorders, man. Like one of those like old school. I don't know
like
if
the flip out ones like that.
Bro.
Yeah,
I use them like for now as well, like VHS and stuff. We had a guy in a shoot like recently. We have like a big feature in like LA and that. Yeah. Like got some big videos this year as well. So basically he shot like VHS tapes of like the city, like the artists. It was just crazy, bro. So it was kind of cool like back in the day and like now like using it professionally. But yeah, bro, I started like doing videos. Well, I used to have like a YouTube channel, bro, back in like primary school and high school. And then I just got like bullied for that because I'm not gonna lie, shit was cringe, bro. Yeah.
Plus back then it was probably something different because like this whole YouTube creating videos shit, like it's a very new concept probably in the last like 5 years where it's became more of a trend. But back then I remember even in my school there was a girl that she was actually came on the podcast and her name's Nikita Smith and she was talking about like just doing Instagram stuff and people were bullying her for it. Yeah. Like, now everyone's doing it, but it's interesting to see like how the tides change.
Literally, bro. Yeah. Like that's basically like the motive behind that. And then I started to like I used to do like go to the Nambour skate park with one of my mates. His name was Taj, and I'd also do like just some like edits of like nature and that because I had two of my like people that I used to look up to like on the Sunshine Coast was like this guy called Aiden and this guy called Jeddah, and they used to do like stuff back then, and I was like, wow, this is cool. And one day I actually like met him at like one of the guys at like this like youth center. And I was like, damn, bro, this guy's cool. And I was like, yo, what's up, bro? And I said like the other guy's name by accident. I was like, oh, yo, what's good, G? And then kicked it off from there. And bro, I think like I just remember like he was someone that was like doing crazy stuff, bro. Like he was probably 16 and he had like a Beamer and like he had like 10K camera setup. I was like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah.
like he was probably like one of the people that like helped me, like just as like a mentor. Even like I don't hang out with them that much anymore, but yeah. So I started with that, and then I always used to train it to Brisbane with a mate, and we would just, because I used to live in Malula, it was like an hour, 2 hours to get to the city, and I started just hanging around with like the rappers and like the boys down there because I had some mates there, and I started picking up the camera and I started shooting clips for them and that, and I really like always loved film, like I've always loved film, so I did music videos, and I want to like down the track, like when I'm like 21, 25, switch it up to like actual movies.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of like a time tick. Like even now, like this is a year and a half after like the previous podcast. I want to like just work as I'm 18 all the way to 21 as much as I can, bro. Like, and the moves this year, the main goal for this year, bro, is just to become like the #1 filmer in Australia, which is like actually my goal, and got preparations for that. So it'll be cool, bro.
It's attainable too, brother. You put in the work, like you say, you put in the grit, you network, get around the right people, you'll 100% get there.
100%, bro. And like I can talk about the work, like I like, but I'm like, I don't need to talk about it, but I like went on the trains, bro, like it'd be like 4-hour trips, and I'd do it like 3 times a week, like, and some nights I'd get back from the train like 2 hours down to like where I lived, and then I'd walk an hour and a half to get back home. So like there's a lot of stuff that happens behind like the videos and stuff, because people will be like this is my job now because I dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
And this is like my full-time job, and people are like, man, there should be like more videos than that. Like I did like probably only like 20 last year, which is like one every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
But like there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes, bro. Like we're putting a lot of work in, man.
Yeah. One thing I'm curious about, like I love mindset stuff. I want to understand your mindset around catching the train 4 days a week, doing the 1.5 hour walk each time for that. Like what story are you telling yourself, or what motivation are you giving yourself to continue with that? Like what are you feeding from? Like to be like, I'm going to go and do it anyway. I'm going to make this walk. I'm going to get this train. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to keep going. Like what was the mindset behind that?
Bro, my dream, bro, like ever since I went to LA as like a kid, bro, was to win an Oscar, bro, for best film director. And like I'm doing music videos now because I want to do something like kind of like for the culture and like build up with that. And like I relate to music videos, like I relate to like not the rap lyrics, but I like relate to like the hustler mentality and stuff like that. So that's why I do music videos for now. And then yeah, that's pretty much. Sorry, bro, I forgot the question now.
Yeah, like what was the mindset behind like showing up every day, getting the train and going to walk, and knowing you have to do it again the next day? Like, what's the mindset behind that, just to keep going?
Bro, keep going, bro. I remember the one thing that kept me doing that was I would just practice my Oscar speech, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's epic.
Like over and over again, bro. Just like walking back home, and I just like have like dream, like I just like envision like on the stage, bro. Like I can like see, like I'm probably gonna be like 27, 30, 40, however like old I'll be when it happens. But that's the goal, bro, for real.
Did you like do any did you hear about visualization from someone, or is it something that you've just stumbled upon yourself and realized it's something that works?
I just used to, yeah, that was just kind of like what I just think about, to be honest, bro. Like there wasn't too much thought behind that, but like in terms of like inspiration and people that I like take advice from, bro, Virgil Abloh, Kanye, Kendrick, but I also like to take advice from like older like people like Napoleon, Alexander the Great.
Stoicism.
Like stoicism like is a big like what I do for like motivation and that. And I'm reading a good book now, like it's like very like everyone's read it, like The Art of War.
Yeah. It's by Zhu.
Yeah. Yeah, Sun Tzu. Crazy, bro. Like it's just good to like see like there's so much knowledge in history, bro. Like it's crazy, man.
history repeats itself. That's why I absolutely love like learning about the whole Stoicism times around the Roman Empire, because there's so much you can learn.
Bro, literally, it's amazing, man. So much knowledge, bro.
Because you learn, like, when you learn about history, you learn that every generation goes through patterns, and the patterns are the same. And it's like, why wouldn't you learn about the patterns that have happened and seeing how you can apply yourself in those patterns to make sure you get the best outcomes for yourself, hey?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
And the visualization stuff, man, like, I'm really big on that for myself, because it really does help you manifest what you want. Like, when you have such a clear vision on what you want, and you actually like you admit that you want it by saying the speech, but you also do the visualization practice with it, you're going to see that transform into reality very quickly, because there's been so many studies done on visualization by neuroscientists and the effects of it. And there was one study, if you don't mind me sharing with you, just because I want to show the power of visualization for yourself and the audience. So a group of scientists got together and they got a group of 30 people.
Wow.
And what they did is they split them into 3 groups of 10. And what they got these 3 groups of 10 people to do was shoot a basketball from the free throw line. And these are people that have never really played basketball before. They're quite rookies. And what they did with the first group of 10, they said, go away for 30 days, do no physical practice, no visualization practice, come back in 30 days and we'll see how much you improve. The second group of 10, they said, do physical practice only, come back in 30 days, we'll see how much you improve. The third group of 10, they said, do visualization practice only. So visualize yourself from the free throw line, shooting it over and over again every day for 30 days. Anyway, these 30 people came back together. I believe that people who did no visualization and no physical got like 0% improvement. The team who did the physical practice only got 24% improvement. And the team that did the visualization only, no physical, got 23% improvement. It's only 1% behind the people that actually did the physical practice. Like, can you imagine
that's
mixing?
powerful.
Yeah, it's fucking unreal. Now imagine mixing physical and visualization.
Literally.
Instead of getting 24% of the result, you can get plus 23 on top of that. Imagine how much you can exceed and push forward.
That's so powerful, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
That's and I love how like you like research this stuff, bro. Like that's sick, man.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. It's probably like the way you are with editing and video and stuff, because like that's what I'm actually keen to hear that now. Like, where do you do your research? Where do you learn? Like, where do you look to, or what do you look for? Like, when you want to expand your knowledge on editing and videoing.
So what I'll do is, if I'm doing film, bro, literally just watch films. If I'm doing like music video, like practical, like I want to get better, I'll just call up like the directors. Like I'll just message them and like call them up. But we are actually like on it. There's another group that we're on, and we're like on international calls on like Discord and like that. And I got some like mentors which are really good, bro. Like people from like New York, J Site, shout out to him. There's just crazy like people there. So what I'll do is I'll just find the editors, see how they do it, and then usually like with all editors, like a lot of them spending time on their computer, they want to like talk to people. So yeah, just call them up, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's it. You can't be afraid just to message people. So some people may think, oh, that person's too far for me to speak to, or that person's too big to reply to me. You never know until you reply to them. I guarantee if you message 10 of them, one of them will get back to you.
Bro, exactly what you said, because people actually like to talk about themselves, like even on this podcast, you know. But and what another thing is that like they have so much knowledge that like will probably die with them, that they actually kind of want to share it themselves. Like some of like the best videographers I know, like don't care, like they just like give it out. Like but the thing is, I left high school pretty much because when I was in school, I realized that like, because I want to do film for life, like I didn't see much of like a possibility of me learning much through college or like university for like a film degree. Like I thought that was merely pointless. But I'm a big advocate for education, but I feel like practical work, especially in film, is so important as well. So just like going to shoots with other directors, like coming along and seeing what they're doing and just learning, bro. We're all creatives, bro. Like,
yeah, that's it. Like, your brain's like a sponge. You just need to go out there, just absorb information, whether that's like physical by doing the work or being around mentors that can teach you.
And that's a great like analogy, because like if you don't learn stuff, your brain just goes backwards. like,
Yeah.
you're not, when you do nothing, it's not doing nothing. You're actually like setting brain patterns to be lazy.
Exactly right. What I say is like, if you're not growing, you're dying.
Literally,
Essentially,
bro.
you know, the
Literally.
way I see the brain is like, it's like a plant. You want to water it and you want to give it sunshine. Don't water it, don't give it sunshine, don't expect it to grow.
100%, bro. 100%.
Like how did you, because there's a lot of people out there that have a mission that they want to pursue. They don't know where to start or who to look to. What really helped you be able to find like a mentor or find mentors?
To be honest, even though I've had like a lot of mentors, a lot of the work is just through self. Like 80% of what I do is just like when I'm alone, bro. But to meet mentors and stuff, literally just like shout them a text. Go to like, if there's a music video coming up, just go like shoot BTS, but you'll learn stuff there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sacrifices as well. Like starting out, bro, like you'll get clients that want like $500 a video, or like when you're first starting, bro. I remember doing my first video for free, bro, and like just getting clowned on because the song wasn't the best.
Yeah.
But and I'm not being mean to the artist because the artist is a great person, but that's how you grow, bro. In anything, you got to take sacrifice first. Like first video, I got clowned on, like everyone laughed, and then I started taking it more seriously, bro. Throughout my entire career so far, bro, like the biggest motive for me is just like people telling me I can't, bro.
Yeah.
That is literally the biggest motive. Like there's so many people that like just don't believe in like what you're doing, bro. It's just fighting, bro. Like you got to fight your whole way. Like it's crazy, bro. And it is, the music industry is a big cutthroat industry, bro. But if you're determined, you'll get there, bro.
That's it. And you gotta believe in yourself too. Because like that negative motivation is so powerful. It's something that I draw from a lot as well, because it's like whether you have helpful information, which is information where people are like, yes, let's do it, I believe in you. Or you have unhelpful information where people are like, you're dreaming too big, you can't do that. Remember when Uncle so-and-so did it and he failed? And you have those people that have the unhelpful motivation. But it's like, if you look at the unhelpful and instead of adopting those beliefs and believing that about yourself and thinking, oh, fuck, maybe I can't do it. Maybe instead look at it in the way you have and be like, this is going to be something that motivates me to prove to them, but also to myself, that their beliefs are not true.
Literally, every negative is a positive, and every positive can also be a negative.
Yeah, it just depends on how you apply yourself to it.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, like I know you're talking before about like film and movies and stuff. Like, is there any producers or directors or anything like that that you really look to that really, like, whose work are you really inspired by in the film industry?
There's a lot of good creatives out there. For music videos, I'm gonna say I feel like Dotcom Navan has a bigger impact than Cole Bennett because he does his videos like as a solo, and people don't know about him as much. But he's insane. Probably one of the inspos, but another inspiration, bro, for like Australia, man, I would say Moonboy is like a good inspiration. I called him the other day, which is cool, bro. They're like good people to be around, and I feel like for me, like inspirations, there's actually not a lot in like music videos. I feel like music video directors. Cole Bennett was inspiration when I was starting. But he has a good brand, bro, and I'm trying to do something different than that. Like I'm trying to build the brand. So I have a YouTube channel, which we just started last year. Ended up getting like, it's nothing this year. We got like 250K last year, but it's just trial and like tribulations, bro. Like we're just like learning in how we can do that. And then, I'm gonna be real. I feel like the biggest inspiration for me for music videos, probably Brother. There's a music video group called Brother that do like Travis Scott's videos and all that. So that will probably be my biggest inspiration. Yeah.
Travis Scott does have dope fucking videos.
Bro, literally, it's crazy.
Yeah. Do you like, I was going to say, because like when you work with artists too, like they're creative as well. So it'd be good to like share minds, like have like a mastermind together and create that art. Hey.
100%, bro. Like, I feel like as well for like music videos, like there's never been like a rock star for like music videos. The closest we actually have is probably like Cole Bennett, like in terms of like famous. Yeah, like I feel like there's like gonna be like a new generation of like creatives that will like step up to that plate, bro.
Yeah. That's it. Be the next wave of people coming through that really set the
Yeah,
tone.
literally, bro. Like I really want to be like an advocate for that, and I also want to be like a role model for like I want to, instead of just being like a filmmaker that's like not humble, but like nobody knows, and I want to be like a rock star filmmaker, you know, bro. like imagine thinking like Michael Jackson, like filmmaker, like it'd be crazy, bro. Like something like that, man.
Fuck yeah. That's epic. Yeah, there's something you can do too, because like you said, like the biggest person I can think of is Cole Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to take it to that next level, because the thing is, there always is a next level. Like
Literally.
if someone as big, like when Michael Jackson, when he was at his biggest, no one thought that anyone would top his numbers.
Literally.
Then now Drake's literally done it.
Yeah,
by
bro.
one song. So like it just shows that at every highest level, there's another level to get to.
100%. 100%, bro.
Yeah, and like what? Because like when you talked about before with your YouTube channel and just putting the repetitions in, like that is so important. Like just making the sacrifice by just doing rep after rep after rep. Like on my podcast, the first 25 episodes were just not good.
Yeah.
And that's not because of my guest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't want my guest to think that. It's
Yeah.
because of me as an interviewer, or like me as the way I hold myself or communicate. Like I was just so inexperienced.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you don't sharpen to the reps, you're never going to build the muscle.
100%, bro. Like yeah, like building the channel, like I only have like 11 vids on there from like last year. We're trying to do like a vid a month, but the last video I wasn't too happy yet, like with the last product. So we got rid of that, and we're gonna come back again February. So I'm trying to build like the biggest like channel in Brisbane, and then we're gonna go bigger with Australia.
Expand.
And just bring like the music scene to Australia, because it's always been like a second like to none. Like everyone, like when you're talking about like the big music industries, is America, of course. UK is starting to get there, but like
Yeah.
Australia's put to the side 100%. So we're just trying to bridge that gap, bro.
Bridge that gap, yeah. Because like you said, like America's huge, England's been on the rise, then Australia's still there, like waiting for that international recognition, which I feel like it's starting to get now. But I feel like when it hits, it's gonna fucking hit.
100%, bro.
Yeah. When you're editing your videos, man, like how do you know like it's done? Because like I know as a creative, like you always want to add a bit here, but then you want to be like, fuck, I don't want to add too much to it, don't overcomplicate it, but you also don't want to make it too simplistic. Like how do you know that your art is done?
So I got a projector, and what I'll do is, if I like the quality of the video and like I think it's ready, I'll chuck it on the projector screen. And because I want all my videos to be like movie-like, and it's a big projector, like it covers its wall, and I'll see if I like how it feels. Like I like how the video looks on like a movie screen. So that's how I finish. And when I'm editing, bro, I usually I used to like never stop, bro. Like I'd be like, damn, like gotta change this, gotta tweak this. But now you just gotta set limitations on your creativity when you got those deadlines, and just submit it in, bro, because they're also clients. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Like so how long do you usually give yourself from the last recording until the finished product? Like, do you always have a certain time length, or does it depend? Like,
Depends, bro.
Yeah.
Depends a lot. So for the channel, bro, I would say like 3 weeks to a month. And then for running guns, it'd be 2 minutes. 2 weeks, sorry. 2 minutes.
I was like, fuck, that's quick. AI over here.
Fuck, man. Yeah, it's usually like for running guns, it'd be like 2 weeks, bro. For bigger production ones, we'd probably say 5 weeks.
5 weeks. And that's the work that people don't see. Like that
100%.
behind the scene 5 weeks. And that's not like an arrow here and there. Like that's like it's go time for 5 weeks.
Literally, and it's learning and like building like up a vision. Like I remember for like the first mixtape Madness vid I did for T-Bish, I was like mad nervous to submit that in.
Yeah.
And then it took 5 weeks to do that one, because I wanted it to look like a movie almost. And I sent it out with my own own money. I paid this editor to like do the rotoscopes for me so I could see the blueprint.
Yeah.
And this guy like was probably like someone that I looked up to for like editing. So I was like, hey bro, like I'll give you like this cash if you can just like do like just this like 30-second scene just so I can see how you edit on this video.
Yeah.
and I saw like his edit workflow, and I'm not gonna say I copied it, but I learned like all of that, and I put it into the rest, and I removed that and re-edited it. So like a lot of it is like, that was probably like the longest time I took to edit, because it took so long to like learn his skills. And I wanted to level up, so that's why I did that. And we used the drone shot for the bridge sequence, which is cool, bro. And then the most random story. So I was shooting another video for this artist called Jordan, and we were shooting like around the apartments and that.
Yeah.
And I was flying the drone, and I took the safety off because we had to get this shot.
Yeah.
Gust of wind comes, bro. It goes like flying, cause it smacked against the wall and then like disappeared. Like looked for hours, and then like probably about like 3 months later, like I completely forgot. Like I was devastated. But then like 3 months after, I get this like email from this guy, and he's like, "Hey, bro, we got your drone. Like the Mavic store like sent me like your details and stuff.
Yeah, well.
Said come pick it up from this house." And I put the address in. It's my uncle's address. Like everyone, bro, in the city, bro. It was crazy because it was my uncle's brother, and he's like looking after, because they live in like another country. It's crazy, bro. Like that.
That's
coincidence.
insane.
Yeah, literally, bro.
What are the odds?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro, it was so funny as well, like to see him.
Fucking hell. So like when you got there, was your footage still like intact?
Yeah, everything was in there, bro.
Yeah.
And he was so like nice about it. It's like, bro, I was like literally just staying at it, and then like came flying onto my balcony.
The boxes.
It's crazy, bro. That night, like he threw a party there, like the artist. Then we got like, everyone got like banned from that place because the fire alarms went off. Like, because we were filming with like a smoke machine, trying to get this effect.
Yeah.
Smoke machines went off, and I think like one of the artists was drunk, and he ripped it out of the wall.
Oh yeah.
So bad, bro. But yeah, that was a crazy night.
Lit.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. But there's been like some like big shoots that I've also done. Like I worked with like this. I remember doing like the biggest concert I did. Like concerts are fun and that, but I'm trying to like move off from concerts
you don't
now.
get stuck.
100%. Like, yeah, if you get stuck with concerts, man, not the nicest things. But I know people that love doing that.
Yeah.
But
Just not your path.
Yeah, not my path. 100%. The biggest like guy I worked with was this guy called Karan, and we picked him up from the airport. He's probably like a superstar in India, bro.
Yeah.
And he did like this big song with YG. It was crazy, bro. And I remember picking him up from the airport, and as soon as he landed, it was like run and gun, bro. Like with the big other artists, like this guy probably has like a couple million like followers and that. And
True.
we took him from the airport down to the hotel, and then I remember like just like seeing like someone so big, but he was like so humble, bro. Like he was in his own lane, bro. Like those people like have a crazy mindset as well. And yeah, it was just an insane day. Like it was like this. We went from airport to hotel, back to the stage, and then I got home at like probably like 3-4 o'clock at night. So it was madness, bro.
What did you take away from that experience the most, do you reckon?
The thing I took away from the most, bro, when we were at the hotel, like it was just like by himself, like focused on like this guy, like he was like a superstar. Like everyone, like when we went to the crowd, there was so many Indians, bro.
Yeah.
Like couple thousand, bro. It was insane. Probably like, yeah, more than 10, bro. I swear. It felt like that at least. And then this guy was just really in his own lane, bro. Like there's not much I took away from it just because it was so fast, bro. But it was just cool being around that like energy, bro. Like this guy was so focused on his craft. Like he just flew in, bro, from like I think Sydney, after like doing another tour in like Melbourne or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then flying from India. Like so focused, and it's like beautiful, like seeing passion in like people like with their craft, like when they really love it, bro.
Yeah.
It's mad.
And you just get after it. And I think it's super inspiring too when you meet someone like that and you see him in like just a human in flesh. And it's like, oh, they're just a human like me. Like they've
Literally.
done it. Like what's stopping me from doing it? What's
100%,
stopping me
bro.
from getting there? And it's like, oh, then you truly start thinking and understand like, oh, I got to do this and do this and do this. They'll get there. But when you see it, such a like inspiring moments, and they're like, well, he can do it. Many others can do it.
100%.
So can I.
That's sick as, man. Yeah. Yeah, exactly what you said, bro. 100%.
When you do your editing or when you do your work, man, did you find it very hard? Because I know a lot of people, and especially in business in general, do you find it hard to delegate because it's their baby, like that they're working on? Do you find it hard to delegate editing to this person because they don't think the person might do it as good, or do you find it hard to delegate this because of some other belief? But did you ever find it hard to like delegate certain areas of your work to other people, or were you more than happy to collab and learn?
So one thing, I don't know why, but like I'm not too big on collabs, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like if the song's there, like I'll put my vision into it. I'll put my all into it. Like collabing with other creatives is something that I probably need to do more. But at the moment, like with clients and stuff, like sometimes we'll have like 6 videos at like once, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Like so, and like tending to clients and like you just got to be like careful, bro. Like you need to like set the deadlines and just do it. Cause I know like a lot of creatives get behind the deadlines and it just piles on, piles on. You got to be fast because it is a business as well.
And you gotta keep your reputation.
Reputation's everything.
Yeah.
Everything, bro. Literally.
Yeah, you want quick turnarounds because, like, yeah, if you're 4 weeks over deadline and that word gets out wrong, it's
Yeah,
like,
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you want to go to, is it LA this year?
So LA, well, as soon as I head to LA, bro, like I've got like big connections over there, like with some like big artists. I probably won't say it today,
Yeah.
but and I've got some work experience with this like crazy director that he's done. I'll say like what he's done. He's worked with like Drake, Future, like Chris Brown, like everyone pretty much, bro. So it will just be very good to like be there and like learn from them.
Experience it, be in that energy, be around people that have worked with some of the biggest people in the industry.
100%.
Just absorb.
100%, bro. And we're just gonna grow this year because, yeah, like I said, like I'm very, very serious about growing to the biggest in Australia this year. So instead of, I was gonna do 3 trips to LA, but it's probably just gonna be like 2, bro, this year. And this year is entirely focused on that one goal of just going and becoming like one of the biggest like music video directors in Australia. So that's the number one goal. Like we're trying to build up the channel to like 50K this year. So I start in pretty much 3 weeks, bro. Yeah. And last year was literally just like trials and tribulations in terms of like marketing.
Seeing what
like,
works.
Yeah, like we had like this video with Harry and we marketed it to like 100K, but we only got like 450 likes, bro. So like you gotta like know how to like engage the audience as well on the marketing side. This is a bit off topic. Yeah. But it's just so hard, bro. Like it took me like a year to figure it out. But now that I've got it figured, bro, like we're just gonna push that. And then this year the craft's gonna get better. Like we're gonna have like the best videos like I've made so far this year. Yeah. It's gonna be sick, man.
Fuck yeah. Especially like engaging people, man, especially in today's world. Like everyone has such a short attention span because of mobile devices. Like we can very much easily be on to the next thing so quickly. So to learn about engagement and learn about the online stuff, like you have to learn a lot about like human psychology. You gotta learn how to grab people's attention. Yeah. Which is probably one of the most valuable things out there.
100%, bro. Like it took me literally like a year to learn like marketing, bro.
Yeah. I think it's something that you continuously learn as well, because like marketing, like especially me with marketing this podcast, like it's something that grows over time, the marketing, because I feel like just algorithms change, people's 100%. Attention to things change, the way people want to see visualizations change. Like you may see an edit from like 2 years ago that looks fucking unreal at that time. It can still look unreal now, but the way people want to visualize something can look a bit different too. Yeah. It's like that constant path of growing, but I feel like that's good because it makes it interesting. Like it always makes the work interesting because you're always learning, you're always adapting, and you always finding ways.
100%, bro. 100%. Couldn't have said it better, bro. Literally. And yeah, that's gonna be the main goals for this year. And I literally have like a board written of like all the different like videographers and stuff. I call it like the kill list.
Yeah.
It's bad, bro. But like all the competition and stuff, bro. So we've got like I've got a massive plan for this year, bro. Like all last year, as soon as I dropped out of school last year,
Yeah.
I just was planning everything out for this year, bro. This is the big move.
Yeah.
Cool, bro. And it was, you like couldn't have picked like a better time to like do this podcast, bro.
It happens for a reason.
Like I wasn't even thinking, because in my lifetime, like this is something I want to do like personally, is just 27 throughout my entire life podcast.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So I want to like just not pick like you came like, but like when I get to that level, I want to just be careful like with what podcasts I do and that, and what information I give out. So it's gonna be cool, bro. Like definitely got big things, and even this podcast, man. Like I love like that you're like doing stuff for like Australians and like entrepreneurs over here, bro. Like really respect that, man.
I know. Cheers, bro. I appreciate that.
Love that, G.
But yeah, like especially like when you get to that like massive status as the best in Australia, you will have to be careful and pick and choose like where you go and share your value, share your information, because you don't want people to take advantage of you. You don't want to be put in situations that are really tricky.
Yeah.
Like even with myself with this podcast, I get people to hit me up. Like a lot of people hit me up to come on.
Yeah.
I'm very careful who I actually bring on, because at the end of the
Same,
day,
brother.
like you gotta be aware like what people's intentions are. And some people's intentions may be pure, but their vision may not align with my vision of the podcast. And the same with you, you know, like in the future, your vision of what you want to push into the world may not align with the podcast or the interviewer that wants to get you onto their show, and it may just go in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So I think having that mindset early is good, because you're not going to put yourself in the deep end that you shouldn't be in the first place.
And with that thing, like people coming to you and that's the same, but with my videos.
Yeah.
Like you got to be careful who you work with. Like I've probably said no to like probably 26 people so far. And it is just like, I have to see the vision, like in the music that like I choose, like the artists to work with and that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like the best artists are like, there are so many great artists in Brisbane, man. And the best artists are like the ones that like will hit you up and you go check their stuff out. And like, bro, these people are hustlers in real life, man. Yeah. Like Isaiah's a hustler. Harry, one of the artists I work with, King Kiss. Yeah. I worked for some like established names as well. Like I did some stuff with Creed the Kid, and like I did concert with like Day One and those boys. But I'm trying to get like bigger contacts as well, like Hooligan and like Young and Lips and that. So that'd be cool to see you, bro. Yeah,
and you have to grow into those next stages and get like to start getting to those people and making that the new normal. You know what I mean? Like just continually rising and growing and putting yourself out there and getting to those people. Because like I know a lot of people when they first start maybe music, they first start podcasting, they may first start with videography, they may get too worried about that people are too far ahead of them that they won't even want to engage them.
Yeah.
But you just got to put yourself in those circles. Like even with myself, the first probably 20 episodes, I was too worried about reaching out to big guests, because I was like, oh, they may not want to come on. Yeah. But then I just thought, fuck, I'm going to do it. And once I did it, everyone's keen. I'm like, why did I not do this earlier on? But that's sick. I feel like, you know, everything happens at perfect time. Then when you're ready, you're ready. And then you just got to, you know, pull the trigger and take the action.
100%, man. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of like we kind of like know the same like type of struggle almost, bro. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. 100%, man. And what's some things coming up for you like over the next few months do you reckon that you would want to share with an audience? Like is there anything exciting that you want to announce? Is there anything coming up that you're really keen to share?
So one thing I did with my last podcast is I announced a show that never happened. Yeah. So I got to be careful with the announcements because life happens, bro. You know? Yeah. So, but there is, let's just say like a 50% chance that we got like a concert coming this year. So that will be sick, man. And we got some crazy artists, bro. Crazy. If that happens, got some crazy artists. And some big collabs. Bro, I got this big collab from the UK, which will be sick. I won't name drop just because I had an opportunity to do a video with last year with this massive artist from America, like who was touring Australia. And things just like don't go your way, bro. Like sometimes like in life, especially, like I had this opportunity like right in my hands and just slipped away, bro. Like like, oh man, sorry, he's like sick or like etc.
Yeah.
So a lot, like I would like to say a lot, but there's just things that like do not happen, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with life. You know, you can't control the uncontrollables. Like circumstances happen, people go through shit, and then things just don't happen. But the thing is, that's always meant to happen in a weird way.
100%.
Because like it opens another door for another opportunity. Because if you were there spend that time with that person, then you wouldn't have been spending time the other thing that you actually did,
Yeah.
which may in the future serve a bigger purpose.
Wow, that's great advice, bro. Like, wow.
Yeah. So that's why we say to people, you know, don't get too caught up in the moments of disappointment, you know, because disappointment weighs tons, you know.
100%.
Looking at a different perspective and finding the good in it weighs ounces compared to tons, you know. So it's like there's always good in anything, and I don't believe in coincidences. There is a book called The Celestine Prophecy.
Yeah.
Probably not many people have read it, but it talks about like all the powers and the laws of the universe. And one of them is coincidences, and things like that just don't happen for a reason. It's like, cool, what is this situation making me learn for the future, and how can I adapt it and make sure that when the next opportunity arises, I know what signs to look for or what steps to take, you know?
Wow. Powerful, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. Wow.
When it comes to music, brother, like, just like in terms of music that you listen to, like what do you like to dive into? Because doing at the moment, like doing videos for artists, but like for yourself, like what's some artists that you really like just jam into in the car?
Damn, bro. Wow. Bro, I think I got like 11,000 like songs or something like that, bro. I always listen to music, but my top artists are like all time, bro. What I'm listening to right now, bro, Kanye, gone a bit wild. Kendrick, of course, Frank Ocean. But I also I have a Spotify playlist, bro, and I like to listen to motivational music because like I'm a firm believer in, well, what you said, visualization. I didn't even realize it, to be honest, but I always listen to like motivation, bro, because that's what I put into my mind. So Meek Mill, of course, bro, Drake as well, like all them boys, bro.
Big boss talk.
Yeah, literally.
100%. The reason why I look, because I do the same, like Drake, Meek Mill, Nipsey Hussle,
bro. Nipsey, almost
yeah.
forgot that, bro.
Nipsey Hussle, even
crazy.
Cursor for me is an Australian artist. He's probably Cursor's my favorite artist because he's very like inspiring with his language.
Crazy.
But like the reason why motivation music is so good, man, is because like words are self hypnosis. Language is hypnosis. You know, like the words that you hear, you're gonna hypnotize yourself to believe it.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna live your life accordingly.
literally.
So like you gotta be like I get a bit obsessive of like don't listen to this type of song because it's gonna make me feel a certain way. Maybe it's a bit too obsessive, but I do know because like the way it can program your subconscious mind, it's good to be cautious on the information that you do consume because you're gonna embody those beliefs and then you're gonna create the identity of that. But instead, if you listen to like fucking motivational stuff, you're gonna get the beliefs of all these people that inspire you, and that's gonna create your identity, which is this motivated young lad ready to fucking tackle the world.
Perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Literally, man. Wow. And I also listen to like a lot of I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Is another big thing, and podcasts, man. Like David Goggins, just love that guy, bro.
Can't Hurt Me.
Yeah, I read that book.
book.
It's great, man. Yeah. Fuck, I read both of them. Like that was like crazy, man. Like what he's been through as well. It's good to have these mentors, bro, even if they don't like know who we are.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
That's why I love like social media and the access that we have. Like audio books, just jumping on Audible, downloading Can't Hurt Me, hearing this fucking crazy inspirational story from someone like Goggins to where he's from to where he is, and just being able to take like energy from that for yourself. Like it's just, it blows my mind though.
Bro, that is actually another life-changing thing was when I went to his, he was, what do you call it when they like come on stage?
Seminar. So was
Yeah,
that One
seminar.
Life?
Yeah, that was in Brisbane, bro. That was like really like something that changed.
Yeah.
That was sick, bro.
But what books are you into? What have you read?
What books? Oh, bro, I'm always reading, man. Like I try and read probably like 80 books a year. Well, I tried, my goal is 100, but like realistically, bro, like 80.
That's good.
At the moment, bro, I'm not even, at the moment, yeah, I am reading The Art of War, which is cool. But books, bro. There's so many to like. It's like film, bro. Like you couldn't tell me my favorite film.
Yeah, 100. I feel that I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, I've got about 5 I can name favorite movies.
Yeah. Well, what's yours?
My favorite books, or what books I'm listening to.
Books, yeah.
The one I just finished recently was probably one of my favorite books I've listened to. And it was a 50 Cent's book. What was it? 50 Cent's book, and it's called Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by 50 Cent. That's it. Fucking insane. Because like he doesn't talk about like his backstory growing up, because everyone really kind of knows it. He talks about when he first broke onto the scene, so how he's created like hundreds of millions of dollars in like 10 different areas of his life.
Yeah.
And it's just all through hustling harder, hustling smarter.
Wow.
Like how he's made connections, how he's built the mindset, how important it is to get the right people around you, and like just 50 Cent's mindset is just fucking unreal.
That's sick,
so
bro.
his book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, I highly recommend it. There's so many books that I've like dived into. Like there's another one called The Art of Impossible by Stephen Kotler that I really liked. And what that is, he worked with a group of neuroscientists, or he still does actually. And the thing that he studies the most is flow state. So how humans can access flow state. And I was very curious around flow state and how to get the most out of it and how to drop into it. Because as a creative, it would probably be something that you'd be interested in. When you're in that flow state, time flies like that. It's like you can go from night till day, like within seconds. Like when you're in your room or when you're in your office doing your editing and doing all that, you can feel like time can just go. So I became really interested into how to access flow state, how to get the most out of yourself in flow state, and to be the most productive. So that was a really good book, The Art of Impossible. But yeah, there's so many different types of books I've learned for different areas of my life that I've implemented. But those two recently have probably been the ones that have affected me the most.
Wow. Yeah. Powerful, bro.
Yeah. So if you came for a learn about flow state where you can implement into your work, get onto that Stephen Kotler book.
Bro,
Powerful.
I'll read these like actually like right after, bro.
Yeah.
I'll just buy them, and I like the hard copies the most. I don't know. It's something with me.
Yeah, it's good having a physical copy because some you can actually look at. I like audios because I drive so much and you probably travel heaps. Yeah, so it's good to have like a bit of both.
Bro, it's crazy. Like I always train it to the city, bro, because like the traffic is insane.
I wouldn't drive. Yeah.
So like I'm always just listening to like audiobooks. I'm listening to the 48 Laws of Power again, just because there is like a lot of information there, and it's probably like my third time like listening to it, bro. So
Fuck yeah.
just because there is so much knowledge, your brain, I think like your brain only gets like 10% or like something like that. So just like re-listening to that because it was pretty good, bro.
That's a good book, and it's good that you re-listen to them too as well, because there's books that I re-listen to every couple of years, because like you listen to a book once, 2 years later, you've got more experience in life, you've got more wisdom, you've got more understanding of yourself, or you've been through different experiences which have shaped you to be a different person.
Yeah.
So when you listen to the same book again, you get a whole different perspective. And the thing that our brain attaches itself to the most is the information that it feels or deems to be important at that time.
Yeah.
It's like information that's going to be important to you at 16 to 18 is going to be completely different. And you're going to take away so many different things from the same book. That's why I love like just going back to the same book and be like, fuck, I didn't even remember this last time I read it.
Literally, bro. Wow. Yeah, that's like exactly the same, man. Like,
Yeah.
I respect that a lot. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. Well, before we wrap up, is there anything you want to touch on before we finish? Is there anything that you'd like to say to the audience out there or to the people?
Yo, it's Elijah Clark, man. I'm gonna be one of the greatest in Australia and in the world, and just keep an eye out, because I'll let the work do all the talking. Perfect.
Elijah Films, the greatest. Cheers, brother.
Appreciate that, bro.
Have a good one.